Okay, cool. It worked. I don't know why I felt like crashing, but whatever. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Did you get them all?
Got them all.
And put them in a folder?
Is that it?
Yeah, it should be. And open it, and then terminal it. Control Z.
It just fucking disappeared.
What'd you do to the folder?
I touched it and it disappeared.
Have to do it again then. Did you keep that website open because it has the command you need?
Yeah.
Thank you, General Gnosis, for the tip. I should probably close the sub alert for the donation thing for Steins Gate. Thank you, General Gnosis. I appreciate it, man. We are indeed going for true ending now. Time for dank intro, Craigasm. True. It's true. Might need to do one too. We'll see.
No.
Hi, chat. I'm back. Alright, continue. Load. Shit, where's my good save for this? Possibly this one? No, that can't be right. Shit, I don't know which save I need. I need a save that's on the 15th of December. No, you don't need to start a new game. Oh, this save, right. Thank you. You don't need to start over from the beginning. Something else, Andarius. I hung up in the middle of the conversation, so she was probably mad. Mad? She was just an AI. Kurisu's anger was just a program. Kurisu wasn't Kurisu. Don't treat them like they're the same. Oh, I should maybe answer her.
なんだ
なんだじゃない。
I don't need to go this
急
far
に切る
back.
なんて失礼。
What was the best save I had? I can skip all this. Will do. Should really turn my smartphone off until I've calmed down a little. Okay, yeah, there's a decision. No, I will not turn it off. Because apparently I shouldn't.
手を出すべきじゃ
Skippy, skippy, skip.
なかった
Nope. Yeah, bitch. Alright. We should be Gucci for now. I gulped down an entire bottle of mineral water and caught my breath. There was still a little time before my meeting. I'm just gonna reread, like, all of this. I forgot most of it anyways. Check your Rhine in the next chapter to confirm I got the trigger. Alright. Can I check it now, or does it have to be next chapter? I wanted to get some air up here and recover a little. I looked down over the scenery below the overpass. The city was in the Christmas spirit, so the atmosphere was charged with excitement. It was the exact opposite of me. I took more deep breaths. I still felt like I wanted to throw up. I was getting a headache, too. If I went to Dr. Leskinen like this, I'm sure I'd worry him. Is it gonna take forever? Fine! I'll skip it. Oh, cool. Yeah, sick. Oh, baby, dead or alive. What? What did you do?
By installing the shit and nothing was like working when you clicked it, so I rebooted and then we got this.
Check my Rhine? Not yet. Didn't get it yet. It's next chapter.
オカリンさん。
It should only skip stuff you've already read anyways. That is true. Did I fuck it? Did I miss the cool thing? I think I missed the cool thing. Oh,
引き受けてもらえただけでも
did I get it?
こちらとしてはありがたかったここで辞退しても
Shit.
無責任ということは決してないから
I can't open my phone now. Spaghetti! I can't look at it. Hold on. I'm just gonna see if it lets me open my phone soon. Ripping spaghetti. Is Phil on? Oh. Can't touch my damn phone.
そんな
I'm
はず
confused. My brain is a potato. Yeah, this scene again.
つまずきを与え
Why the hell wanted to let me look at my phone? I forgot this part of the game. This isn't spoilers. We've seen this already before. We've gone through this whole part once. Dude, did Okabe, like, eat his phone? Fucking hungry nerd eating his stupid phone.
これでいい？
I'm trying to check it. The button's doing nothing. Like, listen. Maybe I have to go back. I don't know. Just gonna keep skipping stuff until we run into something new, I guess. Alright, I'm probably not Okabe right now. That's a good point. A lot of perspective switches in this section. I have to wait till I am Okabe again. I'm Suzuha-chan. Ugu. We speed running Steins Gate, boys. Oh yeah, this is Okabe. Nothing. Trying to get on the true end path right now. Maybe I have to reload that save. Maybe I do have to look at it. And I'm also skipping because we've already done this entire section once before. So it's saved in the VODs if you missed it. This is Pope. Yeah, it should be Daijobu. Maybe it's because I skipped too much.
なかった。
I'll skip like a little bit and then just mash through the rest, I guess. Like right here, I'll just start mashing.
オカリンさん、ごめんな、私。
Oh! There we go. There it is. That's better. The world can be tricked. Connect the possibilities. Deceive the world. Thank you, J-Man, for the 38 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it, dude.
Okarin さん、本当に大丈夫ですか？
So that should be good then. Should be all I needed to do. Kade and Fubuki were looking at me worried. I got away from them as fast as I could. Now I can probably skip just fine. Until we get some new stuff.
やめたいです。
We can skip to the next major decision point. We'll do. So Chad, how you doing? You guys doing well? Good, we get to skip seeing Mayuri get wrecked. Maho face. Maho face. Poor Maho. The scene was pretty intense because that guy just wouldn't stay dead. That was fucking nuts. What? Get Rufus. That's the stick with the songs on it. Use the purple one. What Ubuntu did you get? I believe.
I didn't want to get 16, so I just got the next one.
Yeah.
Where's the purple one?
Toot-doo-doo. Ubuntu. I'd use that operating system. The next major decision point isn't until like fucking January. We're gonna be here for a while. Until January the 23rd. This is indeed a speed run. Oh! There we go. New stuff. Oh. Never mind. It's not new stuff. Why did it stop then? It's just this part. I don't know why it stopped fast forwarding. Weird.
せっかくのクリスマスイブなんだから、少しは気の利いたことを言ってあげたらどう?
Did it again. Oh, the autosaves are doing it.
そうだな。
Dude, it's not letting me skip. Dude, is this new? It's not letting me skip. Not that I had any idea what nice would be.
どうしたの? 早くアクセスして。アプリのアイコンをタップするだけでいつでもつながるわ。
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, never mind. I had to do that. Forgot about that part. New content, except not new content. Suzu has dead chat. Rip. Rippin' spaghetti. Only one more month. We'll hang out a little bit at Christmas. Because Lukaku's outfit is fucking hilarious looking.
なんていうか。
私もサンタ服着たかったな。じゃあ来年は本当？うん。ありがとう、マユリオン。さあ、オカリン、入って。
ダルと鈴葉は？
まだ連絡ないんだ。ちなみにオカリンのお客様は？
紹介する。
Oh, get out of here, Dr. Leskinen, Dan's game. Give me some of that Maho and Ferris action.
小学生？中学生？これでも成人しているのよ。
And I needed to see Maho get bullied again. By the actual lolly.
ごめんなさい。なひりちゃん。
Oh yeah, then Suzuha goes into PTSD mode because we give her a surprise party. And she's like, oh my god, World War III, let's kill everyone in this room. Keep missing Ferris's voice. Merry Christmas, have some PTSD, Suzuha. I think I already did skip the Maho meow. That was a really cute meow. Merry Christmas, chat. See, it's good we kept her, Santa. Oh! Did that happen last time? I don't remember. Pandora's box. Oh, that did happen. Fuck! Oh, right, it's this. Wait. Yeah, it's this. Never mind. I remember this. This shit was weird. Yeah, nothing changes until Daru's hideout. I keep psyching myself out. It's this whole thing. I keep getting so amped. This feels like it was so long ago. Probably because it kind of was so long ago. Ferris looks so hot with her hair down. Jesus. Yeah, that scene was kind of cool, but it did feel a little bit drawn out. I think we're getting closer to Daru's hideout. I got a Rhine. I want to talk in private. That was a good question, Lorder. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to finish this today. It was probably, like, the endings in this game are quite a bit longer than in the first one. Yoko. Well, we're here. January 23rd. This is the date. Oh! Fuck! That was the best Maho face. Damn it. I didn't quite stop it in time. I knew there was a good Maho face here, but I fucking missed it. Nulpo. Yeah, I'm glad this fast forward function exists. This would have been kind of annoying to read through a second time because there's like a lot of stuff. Doesn't Daru say he's fapping in that call? Or in that, yeah. Or, yeah, whatever. way to go. Time to try again. I just wanted to look at the waifu on the door. She's fucking cute. Anyways. I'm actually gonna save the game just in case I somehow manage to fuck this up. Do not answer the call from Amadeus. I will not.
Huh?
Don't care what you want, Kurisu. Maho looked troubled. I didn't want Kurisu hearing this either. I didn't know what to do. And then I remembered the world line where I'd spent a month during wartime. I remember that the Amadeus Kurisu was being used by the US military there. Sorry, Kurisu, you're getting ignored. I still didn't know what that meant. I stared at my phone screen. Should I answer it, or should I talk to Daru first?
でもびっくりしたよな。まさか真帆たんがオカリンと知り合いだったとはね。前にメイクインで待ち合わせした時はどうしようかと思ったっつうの。ま、すぐに合点が言ったけどね。マキセ・クリス氏っていう共通の友人がいたわけだから。でも真帆たん、オカリンにはこの件内緒にしとくって言ってたのに、結局打ち明けたん？
見抜かれたという言い方が正解ね。
Man, this is ringing forever. Daru nodded and grabbed some snacks off the table to gobble down. I put the smartphone in my pocket. For now, I needed to focus on talking to Daru.
で、僕に話って？
とぼけるな。ヒアジョーさんと一緒にいるんだ。わかるだろ。クリスが残したノート PC とハードディスクだ。出せ。
岡部さんにはパスワードの答えが分かったの？
答えなんて。
Daru loves his snacks.
どういうこと？
俺が言いたいのはただ一つだ。そのノート PC を解析しようなんて真似は今すぐやめろ。その PC の中には世界を混沌へ導くほどのとんでもないものが眠ってるかもしれないんだ。
Deceive the world.
おい、聞いてるのか
12秒打つ。
I love the fluffy fox figurine he has.
あなたってそういう人だったのね。
Wow.
違う。こっちは大真面目なんだ。ホーインキョマとかそういうんじゃなくて。
12秒打つ。
12秒じゃないんだって。
I slammed my hand down on the table. The shock was enough to cause one of the empty cans on the table to fall to the floor.
聞いてくれ。これは鈴葉とも関連している話だ。
鈴葉？
お前だって知ってるだろう。鈴葉の使命のことは。
詳しく。
中鉢論文だ。
That was enough for Daru to
マジ
understand.
で？
最初からマジだ。
そっか。ま、大体そんなところじゃないかって予想はしてたけど。
Quisk. 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 Daru didn't say another word. He opened a locked, fire-resistant case and that was sitting on the... case that was sitting on one of the racks. There were a laptop and hard drive hidden within.
それが。
The laptop was a deep red Japanese model with a 12-inch LCD screen. The hard drive was American, from a brand known for equipping its drives with a shock-resistant rubber case. Sell out. The laptop and hard drive that Kurisu left behind.
確認だが。
Did I see a McDonald's app on his phone, or am I going insane? I'm probably going insane.
まあ僕たちの作ったソフト
I
の
just had a
前に
really
は
quick
どんなハッ
glance.
カーもお手上げっつうことで。
もうこれ以上解析はするな。
一応依頼料をもらってるわけだが。
He looked apologetically towards Maho. She was glaring at me.
さっきも聞いたけ
Maho
ど
stare.
あなたたちはクリスの事件について一体何を隠しているの？
I didn't kill her. I
真
mean,
実を知ろうとすることが必ずしも正しいとは限らない。
それはあなたの考えよ。判断すべき情報も提示してくれないなんて。
危険なんだよ。君だってこの間襲われたんだ。それは分かってるはずだろ。
私はナイトの後ろに隠れているだけの臆病者になりたくないわ。
I'm just gunning for true ending right now. I haven't decided about the others as of current.
科学者として真実にたどり着く努力をやめたくないのよ。たとえそこにどんな危険が潜んでいるとしてもね。
I've heard there's a Maho ending I might be interested in, but as far as any other sad endings, I don't really want them.
分からずやだな。
Too many feels.
もし私がクリスだったとしても多分そういうんじゃないかしら。
This game and the other
違う。
game punched me in the dick with feels too many times. I started. Maho was right. I remembered having the same conversation with Kurisu. It was when we were looking into Cirno, I think.
これはもう
Probably
ちゃん
look
と
into the
話すしか
Maho
ないっ
ending.
て。
誰？
If it's like a easy slash quick one to get.
何をどう言っても納得しないって顔してるよ、マホタンは。
ええ、納得しないわ。
それに中途半端に関わってる方がかえって危ないんじゃね？オカリンの言うことがマジならだけどさ。
Yeah, antivirus. Daru had a point. At this rate, Maho could very well get herself in deep trouble without realizing what she'd done. Just the fact that she was carrying Kurisu's belongings made her a part of the Third World War, but she had no idea. That computer wasn't just something to remember an old friend by anymore. It was at the center of an international power struggle. Russian-speaking arsonists had forced their way into Kurisu's home in America. Afterward, mysterious men claiming to be in the FBI had searched Dr. Leskinen's lab. This whole thing was on the verge of exploding, and people like me were nothing in the face of a war between nations.
鈴葉に関連することも話すことになるぞ。誰？
Yeah, I got like the worst fucking end possible already. That was the first ending I got. The ending sucked. I turned back toward
宮城
Maho.
さん、一つだけ約束してくれないか？
What? Blaze, you're horny. Calm down.
君は科学者だ。しかも極めて理性的な人だと俺は信じている。
Give me a name for a horse, quick. Nay.
感情に任せて迂闊なことはしないでくれ。軽率なことはしないでくれ。
Don't be like I once
これから
was.
話すことは突拍子もないことだ。馬鹿げていると思うかもしれないけど、
回りくどい言い方はやめて。一体私に何を誓わせたいの？
マキセ・クリスを救おうなんて絶対に考えるな。
Her mouth hung open like she didn't understand what she just
ク
heard.
リスを救う？
それが約束できないのなら話すつもりはない。どうする？
Maho's cute, no bully. She's my waifu. Actually, that's a lie, Ferris is.
救える可能性が
Maho is my
あるということ。
lewd friend.
そう思えるかもしれないが、実際には可能性はゼロだということだ。
さっきも言ったでしょ。判断すべき情報も与えられていないのだから。教えて、すべてを。
I took a deep breath and began to tell her the story. I told her about the time machine, about Suzuha, and about the Third World War, and about the relationship between Kurisu and Dr. Nakabachi. And that was supposedly Dr. Nakabachi's theory was actually based off of Kurisu's writings. I told her that the original copy of Kurisu's work might be hidden on her laptop or hard drive. And I told her that Russia and America might be fighting over it. As for how Kurisu died, I decided to skip that. Good idea. Maho was silent the whole time I spoke, with a confused expression on her face. She looked like a girl who just graduated to middle school, and who was staring at a string of equations on a blackboard that were like nothing she'd ever seen before. That was a weird analogy. Her expression didn't change even when I finished.
それ、本当の話なの？作り話ではなく。
Maho was asking Daru, not me.
まあね。
やっぱり信じられないか？
別にそういうわけじゃないわ。ただ私の予想とあまりにもかけ離れていたものだから思考が追いつかないの。
君の予想というのは？
アマデウスの軍事転用のことじゃないかと考えていたのよ。
軍事転用？
Maho and Daru switch places. I want Maho's face to be
ク
center.
リスは精神生理学研究所にもよく出入りしていたんだけど、時々場違いな連中がそこにやってくるって言ってたの。どうも国防総省の人じゃないかって。
Russia, the FBI, and now the United States Department of Defense. This was getting even more
ア
suspicious.
マデウスで人を殺せるのか？どうやって？
例えば百戦錬磨のパイロットから記憶データをコピーして無人戦闘機の制御に使うとか。
Oh.
あと以前話した医療への応用覚えてる？
人間の脳へ記憶データを書き戻すってやつかな。
そう。記憶データを修正した上で書き戻しが可能になれば恐怖を感じない兵士やどんな非道な任務でも平然と遂行する部隊なんていう恐ろしいものまで作れてしまう。
うわ、まるでハリウッド映画じゃん。
Did this mean reality had caught up to books and movies?
私はてっきりクリスがそういった実験の証拠を偶然知ってしまったんじゃないかと思っていたの。
だからクリスは狙われたと。
ええ。
Maho picked up the laptop. Its red body was evidently made out of some kind of magnesium alloy, and it was a lot lighter than it looked.
でもまさかタイムマシンとはね。
いずれにしてもそれはすぐに破壊した方がいい。
中身を確
God,
認も
that's
せず
so much manga. How did I not notice that wall of manga? That's ridiculous. Who reads that much?
中身はもう関係ないんだよ。クリスが残した遺産がこの世に存在している。それだけで戦争の火種になりうるんだ。
That is absurd. Oh, they're VHSs? She still didn't seem
で
satisfied.
もこれはクリスが生きていたという証、クリスが残した意志なのよ。それをあっさり葬り去るなんて。
その中身を知ることで今度は君が狙われるかもしれない。
そうだけど。
If this wasn't working, maybe I needed to try another approach.
その PC のパスワードクリスには当然聞いてみたんだろ。アマデウスだよ。
もちろん最初に試してみたわ。
Oh yeah, I've noticed the figurines. The first one I noticed was the one on the far right. Too fluffy for me. I love it.
でもダメだったんだな。
Maho nodded.
おかしいよな。普通は知っているはずだろう。でもアマデウスのクリスは知らなかった。それなら考えられる可能性は一つだ。クリス本人がアマデウスの知らないうちにパスワードを変更した。なぜそうしたと思う？中身を知られたくなかったからじゃないのか。死者の墓を
Password is
暴くような俺は
Nullpo.
や
Gah.
な。
暴くなんてそんな言い方。ごめんなさい。確かに
Poor Maho.
岡部さんの言う通りかもしれないわ。
Maho under fluffy hair.
私クリスにこだわりすぎているのかもしれない。
君がクリスのことをとても大切に思っていることはよくわかるよ。だがこればかりは手を出さない方がいい。パンドラの箱どころか地獄の釜の蓋になりかねない。
12秒つ
God damn it, daughter.
いちいち茶化すな。
Maho hugged the laptop tight to her chest and sighed.
了解したわ、岡部さん。今起こっている事態そのものは理解した。まだ頭の整理はついてないけどね。このノート PC は破棄しましょう。
ありがとう。
I was so glad she
やっ
understood.
ぱり大した人だ君は。
何が？
普通こんな話は花から否定するか否定しないまでも全て疑ってかかるか。
Dude, she's so smart.
買いかぶりすぎよ。いつもの私だったら否定どころか聞く耳すら持っていないわ。科学者っていうのはね、本来どんな些細な可能性であっても否定すべきではないんだけれど、
Daru, please stop taking up 50% of the screen.
自分の主義主張や常識。
じゃあ今回はなぜ？
そこにマキセ・クリスが関わっているからよ。
Maho's smile was bitter.
タイムトラベル理論？タイムリープマシン？冗談じゃないわ。そんなもの存在してたまるものですか。でもね、クリスならやりかねない。いつだって私の常識を破壊し尽くしてきたのはあの子なんだから。
そうか。
That's right. Her Amadeus login ID was Salieri. I almost said that, but stopped myself. It seemed to me like that ID held some kind of gloomy meaning to her as a scientist.
で依頼料はどうするん？実はマホタンにもらった分さ、
God damn
今
it.
月末発
What
売
a
のエロゲ
hero.
予約で使っちゃったんだよね。
The people's champion daughter.
お前最低だな。
そのための裏バイトなんだっつうの。
いいわ、お金を返してだなんて言いません。もともとダメ元で頼んだのだし。
Fucking wrecked.
言っとくけど、あと3日あればパスワード突き止めて解析完了してたから、これはガチ。
Seriously or really? Totes serious.
そういうことにしておくわ。
Maho smiled and turned back to me.
ちなみに一応証拠は見せてほしいんだけれど。
Thank you, Naughty Jury, for the sub. Welcome. Thank you for the support. Fairies in the chat. Thank you kindly.
証拠
Very much appreciated, dude.
どこかに置いてあるんでしょ、そのタイムマシン。それと鈴葉さんに一度話を聞きたいわ。
それはどうだろうな。
Daru had agreed to it, but still, I told Maho about the time machine without asking Suzuha. We'd just gotten into a fight, and I really didn't want to bring this up with her. But even showing Maho the time machine would mean I need to get Suzuha's permission, and that made it difficult.
ダル。鈴葉に話を通すのはお前から。
Thank you, Calvetian, as well, dude. Thank you for the 19 months. Give him some love as well, chat. Brrr. Before I could finish my sentence, the intercom on the desk beeped.
もう大事な話してんのになんだお。
Uh-oh. His tone was the same as ever, but I didn't miss the sudden flash of tension across Daru's face. I've got a bad feeling about this.
もしもし、なんかあったん？
Daru flipped through several channels on the security monitor as he continued to talk on the phone. All 6 monitors had been displaying the interior of the store, but now they showed the entrance to the building, the emergency exit, the corridors, the elevator hall, and the emergency stairs. That Maho face, I like it. I'm a fan. So he had cameras not just inside the building, but outside it too. But this was no time to be impressed. The images were covered in white, snowy static, but I could see strange figures on the screens.
なんだこいつら。
The entrance to the building. The 1st floor elevator hall. The 7th floor elevator hall. The 7th floor emergency stairs, and in front of the cosplay shop. There'd been nothing there a moment ago, but now there were 4 men standing in each of those 5 places. They were silent and did not speak to one another. There were around 20 of them in all. What? Some were wearing suits, others typical Akihabara fashions, yet others were wearing military camo. Individually, none of them would really stand out in Akihabara, but the fact that so many people had all come to this lonely building at once seemed terrifying.
オキドキ。ここは放置するわ。君も適当に逃げるといいよ。ほんじゃ。
What? What? Another tutorial for it? Evidently, he'd been talking to the man at the front counter. He put down the intercom and looked at
そういうわけ
us.
で逃げるべ。
Daru pulled out a backpack and began tossing hard drives, memory cards, and other pieces of equipment
そ
into
の
it.
ノート PC も please。
Maho stood there, blinking, as she handed him Kurisu's laptop and hard drive.
おい、あいつらは誰だ。
やっぱりクリスの PC が狙われているの？
さあ、どうかな。
Yeah, this stuff is
僕もいろい
new.
ろやらかしてるからさ。こういうこと今までにもあったし。ま、だからこそ裏のバイトなわけで。
おいおい。
Daru's a badass. Daru took the laptop and hard drive from Maho, threw them into the backpack, and slid it onto his
そ
back.
もそも逃げるってどうやって。店の入り口には連中がいるんだぞ。
いや、この場所気に入ってたのにな。ついに放棄か。
What's gonna happen to all the hentai and figurines, dude? That sucks. Despite his tone, his expression was still serious. He walked to the corner of the room. There was a life-size poster of a golden-haired Vocalo stuck to the wall. It's probably Rin. I bet you it's Rin. I fucking knew it. Daru carefully took the poster off the wall, making sure not to damage it. There was a glass door hidden behind it, which led out to a concrete veranda. Wait, that was how he was going to escape? Well, this was the 7th floor, right? There wasn't time to worry about it. Daru went out to the veranda without bothering to wait for us. I pushed Maho forward and urged her to go ahead of me. The veranda was filled with junk, just like the inside. The floor was covered with old PCs and monitors, as well as old arcade games that were clearly broken. There was barely any place to stand. But that meant that as long as you ducked down a little, there was probably no way you could be seen from outside. Maybe he'd set this up deliberately so he could use it in case of an emergency. From there, we escaped like we were in a spy movie. We removed the board that connected this veranda to the next one, moved down to the room at the edge of the building, and then used the emergency ladder to get to the 2nd floor. It was an empty space that Daru rented with some of his acquaintances, and we were able to use the bathroom to escape to an unused room in the next building. My blood ran cold when Daru got a call that the men in front of the cosplay shop had broken in. From there, we planned to escape from the next building's emergency exit. The emergency exit there led out to a different alleyway than the one we'd originally come in, so in theory, they wouldn't have been able to find us. But we were naive. The narrow alleyway between the buildings was dark and deserted. They were waiting for us there, as if they'd known exactly where we were going. What? Oh, fuck. We were caught off guard, and before we could run, one of them grabbed Maho. And then there was no way for us to resist. They grabbed Daru and me, twisted our arms behind our backs, and slammed us into the ground. But it wasn't the group who'd attacked us in the building. They were all wearing full face masks, motorcycle suits, and leather jackets. One of them, the girl holding down Maho, was clearly a woman. There was only one woman I know who'd attack us while dressed like that. Fucking Moeka. I was right. I knew that voice. I could tell even with her helmet hiding her face. Thank you, any Nep subs here, Nep Smug, for the 4 months. Raise your Nep Smugs. Thanks, dude. She held Maho with her left arm and took out a military knife with her right. She put the knife up to Maho's throat. No, don't kill her! The horrible memories came flooding back to me. Whether it had happened in a different world line or not, the merciless voice that had taken Mayuri from me was right here. Good to know Moeka's still a giant cunt. Shoutouts to that. I gritted my teeth so hard it hurt and glared at the woman in the motorcycle suit. I forced myself to speak, and the woman in the motorcycle suit took the knife away from Maho's neck. She handed her over to one of the other men, and then she took off her helmet. You bitch. Moeka, Kiryu, so it was you after all. Her eyes were completely devoid of emotion, just like they were on August 13th. I was forced off the ground by one of the others, but my arm was still twisted upwards. I tried as hard as I could not to scream from the pain. Molika slightly nodded to the other men. The hand that was holding me drew back. I could finally move again. Daru was released too, and he stood up, mumbling something. But Maho was still in their hands.
ヒヤジョ博士と交換。
Any progress? Oh.
誰リュックを貸せ。
Daru was about to take off his backpack.
ダメよ、私はダメ。
Maho, don't be a baka.
ヒヤジョさん、おとなしくしててくれ。そいつは本当に君を殺す。でも自分の論文のために君が死んで、それでクリスが喜ぶのか。
Maho looked like a small child on the verge of tears. Still glaring at Moeka, I took the laptop and hard drive out of the
こ
backpack.
れだ。
Nah, it won't be IM me.
リュックごと
Or
渡
it
して。
will be, rather.
先にヒヤジョさんを解放しろ。
She didn't respond. Fine, then. I'd have to bluff.
複合化するパスワードを知りたければ、俺たちを出し抜こうとするな。
I put the 2 items back in the backpack and handed it over to her. It was all I could do to keep my voice from
こ
quaking.
いつはパスワードがなければ絶対に起動することができない。世界中のハッカーがサジを投げた代物だ。俺たちの安全が保証されたら教える。こいつを渡した途端に殺されたんじゃたまらないからな。
Of course, I had no clue what the password was. If they found out, we were doomed. Dang, he's trying to be the bluff master. Thank you, Kidzilla, for the year. Give him some happy emotes, chat. Thanks, dude. Daru was giving me a questioning glance. I ignored it. Keep your damn mouth shut, Daru.
確かに。そうね。
Alright, she fell for it. That meant...
それじゃあ、誰か一人、
Ah,
私たちと来てもらう。
rip.
二人は今すぐに解放する。その後、パスワードが正しければ、残り一人も解放する。
That's not good. Damn, that's not good enough.
それはダメだ。残る一人の命の保証がない。
Hi, Maverick.
なら、三人とも来てもらうだけ。
Woo! This woman. I could feel cold sweat on my back. I'd never been involved in a life or death deal before, and I had no idea what to do
明
next.
日至る。こっちへ。
僕？
あなたはスペシャリストだと聞いている。リュックを持って。
Why does Moeka always have to be such a bitch?
いや、
I thought for sure she'd be fine this time around.
あなたが来るなら、他の二人はここへ置いていってもいい。
待て。だったら俺が行く。それでいいだろう。
あなたのことは上から何も聞かされていない。パスワードを知っているかどうかもわからない。
Dude, he's the Mado scientist. Damn, she saw through me. Moeka put the knife back to Maho's neck.
明日至る。早く来て。
そういうセリフはもっとエロい七の時にお
Daru!
願いしたいわけだが。
Now is not the time for those comments. Daru was joking, but his whole body was shaking. What do? They were going to kill Daru. I thought as fast and as hard as I could, but nothing came to me. In this world line, daughter was going to live until 2036 and complete the time machine. That much was clear from Suzuha's testimony. If the world lines were going to converge, even if Moeka took Daru here, he wouldn't be killed, right? No, but that didn't mean I could leave him here. One of the men with Moeka was looking at his watch. What? She noticed it too. They might have felt they were taking too much time with the kidnapping done in broad daylight. I hope that somebody might wander by, but there was no counting on that stroke of luck. I needed to solve this myself instead of relying on others.
誰か殺してみせればいい?
I felt a cold knife pressed hard against my carotid artery. Daru and Maho were screaming, but suddenly it all seemed unreal, like it was taking place in a distant world. They say that's what happens whenever someone is confronted with their own death, and it was happening to me now. I can't die either way, right? I tried asking myself that. I tried asking Suzuha, even though she wasn't here. I tried asking the world. Of course, nobody answered. The fact that I might not die didn't mean I could do something stupid here. A normal college kid like me would be too scared to move once they had a knife to their neck. I'd seen people die many times, and I'd almost been killed, but I never did get used to it. Thoughts of Kurisu's blood came back to my mind, and I almost suffered a flashback. My body shook, and it was all I could do to keep from collapsing to the ground. Was there nothing else I could do? Oh! Just when I was about to give up, a black van pulled up and braked hard at one end of the alley, blocking us in. The sliding door opened, and out poured men carrying assault rifles. Is this bad? This seems bad. This seems worse. They were all wearing gray military uniforms and face masks. Their eyes were the eyes of trained soldiers. From their huge frames and the color of their skin, it was clear that they weren't Japanese. I immediately realized that this was all real. It wasn't cosplay or anything like that. Those guns were real, and a battle was about to begin. My experience with the August 13th attack and the war zone I lived in until only a few days ago came back to me. It didn't matter who was friend or foe. Moeka moved the instant I spoke. She saw the attackers and jumped into the shadow of a nearby building. The other rounders spread out too. They let go of Maho, who was standing up, confused, in the middle of the alley. The man who was holding me was the only one who reacted a bit too slowly. There was a sharp noise and a bullet went through the helmet of the rounder who was holding a knife to my throat. As he went down, I went down with him, and I hit the ground hard. The impact made me let go of Daru's backpack. One of the other rounders grabbed it off the ground and ran in the opposite direction of the van. A man got out of the van, evidently the commander, and barked orders in what sounded like Russian. One of the soldiers turned their gun on the fleeing rounder. It said one of them, not all of them. Her body flew up off the ground as both she and the backpack were torn open. The contents of the backpack fell to the ground, scattering across the asphalt. The laptop and hard drive were hit with more gunfire than possibly could have been necessary. Kurisu's laptop and hard disk were turned to unrecognizable scrap in just a few seconds. Well, fuck. I crawled behind a light pole without even bothering to look. It really all happened in an instant. I looked around and the Russian soldiers were running toward us. Moleka and her rounders had vanished at some point, leaving only the 2 bodies. The soldiers silently recovered the remains of the laptop and hard disk, picked up the bodies of the 2 rounders, and got right back in their van. They didn't even pause to look at us. There were only a couple of minutes between the time when they arrived and when they left. All that were left were little fragments lying on the ground. The blood from 2 bodies. Maho, who was lying on the ground and shaking. Daru, who was standing in shock behind one of the buildings. And me, lying on the ground. My heart had been pounding the whole time. I only felt the pain in my neck after it was all over. Evidently the knife had cut me a little when I'd fallen. A while later, we finally heard the sirens of a police car. And it was only then I remembered that I was in Akihabara, Japan. The Third World War may have started long ago and we just didn't know it. I realized that in the face of a war between nations, we truly were powerless. Damn. Akihabara was in an uproar. There were lots of helicopters in the sky that probably belonged to the media. We escaped to the lab, making sure that no one was following us. Thanks, Russia. It hadn't been that long since we were attacked at the hotel. If the cops found us at the scene of another crime like that, they'd be suspicious for sure. So we ran before the police arrived. Suzuha wasn't at the lab. Maybe she'd sensed what was going on outside and gone to check on the time machine. We held our breath and waited. It felt like if we let anyone know we were here, more scary people would burst down the door and charge in.
橋田さん、ここタオルって置いてある。
Are you wet, Maho?
洗面所にあるを。
Maho nodded and brought a new towel from the washroom. She handed it to me.
岡部さん、首血が出てる。これで押さえて。
She's not.
ありがとう。
My neck was wet with blood. Fortunately, it wasn't a deep wound, so it wasn't long before it stopped. Piano. After handing me the towel, Maho sat down right on the floor and didn't move. I knew how she felt, especially since this was the second time she'd been attacked. And this time, people had died right in front of her.
大丈夫か、ヒヤジョさん。
She nodded hesitantly, but her face was deathly pale. And I realized that she'd been clutching her left hand into a fist this whole time, and there was blood coming out of it.
怪我したのか、見せて。
Aw. Evidently, she hadn't noticed she'd been hurt. She was looking at her left hand, confused. Thank you for the 10 months, Maverick. Give him some love chat. Appreciate it, dude.
どうした？
Thanks.
指開かない。
Maho.
変ね。
Maho had been holding some small fragment in her left hand. Her hand had frozen around it and wouldn't move. Soon it started to shake. I grabbed her hand and forced open her fingers one by one. Whatever it was, she'd been clutching it so tightly that she'd cut off the blood flow to her fingers. They were very cold. When I finally forced her hand open, the thing she was holding fell to the floor. What was it? I picked it up.
Oh.
It was a red piece of magnesium alloy. It was a piece of Kurisu's laptop. She must have grabbed it off the ground when she was running away. If she held something so sharp tightly for so long, of course she was going to bleed. I returned it to Maho without a word. She took the broken fragment and cradled it in her hands, then stared at it with an empty expression. Suddenly, a single line of tears dripped down her cheek. Aw. After that, it didn't stop. She continued to sob. Maho. What, you did it? What? Nice. What? That's fine, just... Sorry, Honk is breaking stuff. I had to turn around. It was as if that tiny fragment was Kurisu herself. She held it to her chest and kept crying.
きっとクリスは安心したと思う。君が無事でよかったって。だから君が謝ることなんてない。謝らなくてもいいんだ。
She didn't respond. Instead, a phone started to vibrate. Maho took out her cell phone and looked at the message she received.
レスキネン教授からだわ。
どうした？
荒らされたって。オフィスと、あとホテルの部屋、教授と私のひどいことになってるって。
そうか。
Whether it was the Rounders, the Russians, or whoever had first surrounded the cosplay shop, they must have been after Kurisu's laptop and hard drive.
PC バックアップは存在しないんだよな。それならこれでよかったんだ。クリスの残したものが何十億もの人を殺す道具として使われることはなくなったんだから。
In the end, I got what I wanted. The data was destroyed before anyone got their hands on it. There was so little left that I was sure there would be no way to restore it. Hey, Feizo.
つうかさ、ロシアはなんであの PC を壊しちゃったんだろう。手に入れようとしてたんじゃなかったん？
今のところタイムマシン開発競争じゃん。ロシアがリードしてるんだ。ロシアからすればノート PC を手に入れられればそれでよし。だが他の連中に奪われるぐらいなら壊してしまった方がマシって考えてたんじゃないか。
They probably wanted to avoid a protracted gunfight with the Rounders in broad daylight in Japan. The cold way they made their decisions made me shiver. They really were professional soldiers. An amateur couldn't do that.
で、これからどうする？
The data's in the clouds, goddammit.
できればここにはいたくない。
Russia might not know about this place, but Moeka might. If the Rounders were on the move, then Tanoji downstairs might be involved too.
日が暮れたら移動しよう。
It would have been great if Suzuha had come back, but I couldn't get in touch with her. Going for true ending. Cuck. Oh man, this is a good scene. I like this scene. Maho was sinking into a warm bathtub. She could finally feel blood flowing through her body again. The heart melted the tension away from... Or the heart... Oh my fucking god. The heat melted the tension away from her muscles. Her injured hand hurt a little bit. but it wasn't unbearable. She felt like she'd come back to life. Once the sun had set, Maho and Rintarou had gone to Ferris, the cat-eared maid at May Queen Yan, for help. Ferris's home was at the top of a high-rise condo building on prime Akihabara real estate. From a security perspective, it was superior to the future gadget lab in every way imaginable. Ferris welcomed the two of them, offering them food and a place to sleep. And now she'd even offered them a bath. Maho was a little worried about Itaru Hashida. He'd insisted on staying to wait for his younger sister Suzuha, and remained alone at the future gadget lab. More than an hour had passed since then. Had Rintarou heard anything? And even if they'd moved, that didn't mean this place was safe. God, look at her arm! Fuck. The group from this afternoon could attack at any time. She couldn't help but feel nervous. And that made her feel terrified and vulnerable as she sat naked in the bath. She got out of the bathtub and hurried to the changing room to wipe herself down. She tried to put on the change of underwear Ferris had given her. What? Okay, I wasn't expecting naked Maho ass. And her hands started to shake. Then her knees buckled and she fell to the ground.
極度の緊張とそこからの急激な緩和で一時的にひどい緊張が
Well then. Well then. She tried to stay calm by analyzing herself, but that didn't mean she could do anything but lie down.
これはまずいわ
This is too lewd for the stream. I have to censor it. Alarm bells were going off in her head. She'd just about given up, knowing that it would pass with time when Ferris popped her head in. Ferris screamed and started to panic when she saw Maho naked and lying on the floor. That is quite the wild accusation, Ferris.
別に大丈夫だから
Maho's voice was so weak that Ferris didn't even hear her.
とにかくベッドに連れてかなくちゃ
Ferris tried to pick up the naked Maho and then slipped and dropped her. Come on, Ferris, please. I feel so bad for Maho. Maho hit the back of her head on the floor. She saw little stars dancing across her field of vision. Now she is gonna die. That's a concussion. Sprawling naked on the floor, face up, Maho tried to force herself to stand, but her arms were too weak.
聞いてこれはすぐに治るから
But Ferris wasn't listening. For some reason, she decided to reach around Maho from behind and try to drag her up. And then Rintarou must have heard Ferris's scream because he ran in. Oh god.
どうしたんだ
Oh god. Oops. Poor Maho. She wanted to scream, but all that came out was a tiny whimper.
本当に悪かった。この通りだ。
Rintarou lowered his head deeply towards Maho as she lay on the bed.
謝らなくてもいいわさっきのはあくまでも事故なんだから
Oh. But she still couldn't bear to look him in the face. Thank you, Zeal, for 39 months. That is a long time, dude. Give him love and hype. Thank you so much, man. Just remembering the despair and embarrassment she'd felt when he saw her naked body made her want to bury her head in a pillow and flail her legs back and forth. To make matters worse, she still hadn't been able to stand up after all that, and Rintarou had been forced to carry her to the bed. She'd never been touched by a boy before, and so it was only today that she realized how rugged male arms were. Being carried was extremely uncomfortable, to the point where she'd squirmed around and almost slipped out of his arms. So she'd had no choice but to curl herself into a ball and let Rintarou do whatever he wanted with her. Lewd. I'm just gonna end the sentence there. And now she couldn't even bear to look at his face. Read more sexily? I should've.
ふにゃー。フェリスが慌てたのがいけなかったんだにゃ。
Ferris was sitting next to Rintarou, feet under her knees, with her shoulders slumped. It's too late for that, never mind. This scene is amazing. I love this scene. This game is great.
体は平気なのか？病院に行かなくても。
強い緊張が続いていたから、その反動が来ただけ。もう少し休めば回復すると思う。心配かけてしまったわね。みっともないわ。
みっともないもんか。今日みたいなことに巻き込まれれば誰だって怖い。具合だって悪くもなる。
あなたでも怖い？
ああ。
そう。今夜はもう休むといいにゃ。事件のこととか、これからどうするかとか、難しい話は元気になってから考えるといいにゃ。
Uno momento, chat. Sorry, chat, I was masturbating to that previous scene.
そうね。ええ、そうするわ。
Oh god, is the thumbnail Maho's ass? Maho closed her eyes. The lights went out and Rintarou and Ferris left the room. She lay on the bed and tried not to think about anything. She could hear the pounding of her heart. It would get louder and then softer. The rhythm was very strange. And she could hear a kind of static noise mixed in with her heartbeat, like a broken TV. Was it exhaustion-induced tinnitus? Whatever it was. Once she noticed it, she couldn't sleep.
そういえば、岡部さんが精神安定剤を服用しているって言ってたわね。
She wasn't supposed to do this, but if she looked at their ingredients, she could tell what medications had what effect. Should she take a look and have him lend her some? If that wasn't possible, she could at least get some over-the-counter antihistamines to use as a sleep aid. She turned over.
大声を出さないで。
Uh-oh.
言うことを聞いて。さもないと。
Also, hi, Chubby. Suddenly, she heard a voice break through the unpleasant noise. She gulped and leapt out of bed. Terror-stricken, Maho tried to crawl to the door, but her legs wouldn't move like she wanted to. She couldn't stand up. The voice in her ears followed her wherever she went. It was like a wild animal toying with its prey. All of the hairs on her body were standing up on end. Her jaw was chattering so hard she bit her tongue. She desperately crawled across the carpet and towards the door.
一人殺してみせればいい。
Fuck off, Moeka. Poor Maho. Fuck. She woke up to find herself being violently shaken by the shoulders. She looked around the room, panting. She was in bed and Rintarou was looking down at her. Her whole body was sweaty and she felt sick. There was a burning sensation deep in her stomach.
どうした？
誰かがここに。
Rintarou looked around. Ferris came a moment later, as well as the older man who was her butler. But they were simply standing at the entrance of the room, concerned.
きっと悪い夢を見たんだ。
The antique clock on the shelf said that at some point it had gotten past 1 a.m. She must have slept for hours without realizing it.
そうね。夢だったみたい。
She took a painful breath and wiped the sweat off her forehead without realizing that she sounded just like a little child. She sent Ferris and the butler back to their rooms. Rintarou brought her a towel from the washroom.
ひどい汗だ。拭いた方がいい。
She did as he said and wiped the beads of sweat off her face, chest, and limbs. As she was deciding whether or not to wipe the inside of her pajamas, Rintarou took the hint and turned around.
俺も自分の部屋に戻るから。何かあったらいつでも声をかけてくれ。ん？
橋田さんは？
あ、さっき連絡が来たよ。
そう。
それじゃあ。
Rintarou was about to leave her bedside, but Maho, and she couldn't believe she was doing this, reached out and grabbed the hem of his shirt without thinking.
待って。お願い。少しだけでいいから。
She's so cute.
ここにいて。
Oh, snap.
ヒヤ長さん。
一人にしないで。
Maho was surprised by the words she was saying, but the thought of spending this terrible night all by herself was too much for her. Rintarou must have understood how she felt, because he nodded without smiling.
わかった。眠るまで一緒にいるよ。
ありがとう。わがまま言ってごめんなさい。
いや、いいんだ。どうせ俺もなかなか寝つけなかったし。
Dude, those teeth. Please open your teeth when you talk.
後ろ向いてるから汗だけはちゃんと拭くといい。
ええ。
While Rintarou stared back at the door, she took off her pajamas and wiped off the thick layer of sweat that had covered her whole body. She tried to put her pajamas on again, but they were too drenched for her to want to wear them. She had no choice but to dive back under the covers in nothing but her underwear, and bring the comforter way above her chest. I can't be the only one having a mental image of that. We're trying to make a mental image of that. Amidst the dim glow of the nightlight, Rintarou brought a chair to the side of the bed and sat down.
ここで見張ってるから何も怖がらなくていい。これなら安心だろ。 不安か？
うん、大丈夫。
Maho's face felt hot from some feeling that she didn't understand. She sank deeper under the blanket and turned away from Rintarou. She softly closed her eyes. She could feel his presence behind her. The two of them stopped talking, and the only noise was the distant sounds of night coming from beyond the curtain. How long did they spend like that? Just as she was about to fall into a light sleep, she heard a soft voice in her ears.
ヒヤジョンさん、まだ起きてるか？
Nothing, huh? Fuck. So it's doing it again. Same error.
One sec, chat. I'm here. Don't worry, chat. She felt herself waking up again. She opened her eyes and turned back toward Rintarou, only to see him staring toward the window. It was as if he was trying to see some sight that lay beyond it. His profile is so handsome. For some reason, that was the thought that came to her.
どうかしたの？
Rintarou seemed unwilling to talk, so Maho decided to speak first. He swallowed loudly. Oh. That's how you swallow loudly. I really...
本当はけど勇気がなかった。すまない。
何のこと？
俺は
Uh-oh.
俺は一つだけ。
一つだけ。
君に
Uh-oh. Don't do it.
重大なことを隠し
Don't
ている。
do it. Maho leaned forward, not caring that he might see her chest.
さっき話したよな。
Oh, fuck, he's gonna do
別の
it.
世界線のことやそこで出会ったクリスのこと、タイムマシンや
ええ。
クリスとその父親のことも。
ええ。
あの時
Oh, no.
本当はもう一つ言わなきゃいけないことがあったんだ。でもどうしても
His head was slumping forward in the
言い
chair.
出せなかった。
Maho waited silently for his next words. Despite the late hour, she heard a helicopter in the distance. For some reason, it sounded really loud. She hadn't seen the news, but it was possible that the media was still talking about the gun battle that had taken place this afternoon.
これは君にだけは絶対に話すべきことだったのに。
When he finally spoke, his expression was unlike any look she'd ever seen on his face before. It was pained, sad, and suffering, like someone at the bottom of a deep, dark place. And yet, there was something in his eyes that hinted at incredible self-hatred and rage.
岡部さん。
Suddenly, her chest felt like it was about to burst from pain. She didn't know where the pain was coming from, but she wanted Rintarou to stop looking like that.
あの日ラジカンで
Oh no.
クリスを
His hands were forming some kind of shape, like he was holding an invisible knife.
クリスを殺したのは。
もういいわ。
She screamed, unable to take it anymore. She rolled out of bed, forgetting how she was dressed, and covered Rintarou's hands with her own. Wow, fucking lewd.
いいの、もういい。それ以上言わなくていいから。私はあなたを信じているわ。だから話さなくていい。いつかその時が来たら嫌でも聞かせてもらうことになると思う。でもそれは今じゃない。その時が来るまでは口をつぐんでおきなさい。
She strengthened her grip and forced him to let go of the invisible knife. Rintarou nodded without saying another word. They simply stared at each other for a while. Maho couldn't look away from his gaze. It was as if he was clinging to something, or wandering in search of salvation. Gesundheit. She sneezed.
風邪ひくぞ。
And it was only then that she realized that she was holding Rintarou's hands, while wearing next to nothing. Rintarou looked a little embarrassed.
ごめんなさい。
She quickly jumped back in the blankets. She curled up into a ball and tore at her hair, screaming inside her mind. She'd let a boy see her naked, not once, but twice, and then you held his hand. That's so lewd.
私
That's how you get pregnant,
今度
Maho.
こそもう寝るわ。
邪魔して悪かった。
邪魔だなんて思ってないわよ。でもさっきの話はこの場限りにしていい？いい？
あ、ありがとう、ヒヤジョーさん。
お礼なんて言われる筋合いはないわ。それじゃあおやすみなさい。
おやすみ。
Oh, Nyasumi sigh, because I'm a cat. The room got quiet again. The adrenaline rush kept Maho awake. After a while, she heard snores coming from Rintarou's direction. Evidently, he'd fallen asleep. He must have been tired. He went through the same attack that Maho had. Of course he was. His breathing wasn't peaceful at all. It was pained. He may have been in the grip of some terrible nightmare. Maho hesitated several times, but finally she turned over and stretched out her hand from the blankets. She softly touched the backside of his hand. She felt its warmth on her fingertips.
クリスはあなたのことをなんて呼んでいたのかしら。岡部さん、それとも凛太郎だったのかな。
She didn't know, but it didn't matter.
しっかりしなさい、岡部凛太郎。この私が好きになった人はそんなに弱い男だったわけ。
She tried to think about how Kurisu would say those words, And eventually, Rintarou's breathing started to become more peaceful. Relieved, she let go, and then she changed her mind and grabbed the hem of his shirt again. She felt embarrassed, as if she was a little kid, but at the same time, she felt like now she might not have any more nightmares. Thank you, Master Duck, for the 7 months. Welcome back, dude. Thank you, Longshot, for the 2 months as well, dude. Welcome, dudes. Dude. That night, for the first time in a very long while, she dreamed of a smiling Kurisu. Maho and I stayed at Ferris's house for several days after that. Now that Kurisu's computer was destroyed, the odds that anyone would come after us had gone way down, but there was still a chance. Just to be extra careful, I stayed away from the lab. Also, I won't be live that much longer, chat, but I will continue this game tomorrow. just a heads up.
Maho, Rintarou.
Dr. Leskinen looked a little thinner since the last time I'd seen him.
教授、よかった、無事で。
魔法も大変だったね。
Dr. Leskinen held Maho tightly in his huge arms. The difference in size between them was so great that Maho looked like some kind of stuffed animal.
教授、きつい。きついです。
Dr. Leskinen and Maho were leaving the country in the afternoon on a weekday, so I was the only one who could see them off. Since I'd been with Maho the whole time, instead of only seeing them off, I'd actually just brought her there. Maho, after all, was the kind of person who was incapable of getting to an airport on her own. I was amazed she'd survived this long, given her lack of basic skills. We'd held Maho's goodbye party last night at Ferris's house. Ferris was there, and so were Mayuri and Daru, and the others from the Christmas party. All were sad to see her go.
Rintarou, 魔法と一緒にいてくれてありがとう。
The shaman girls, Lintalo.
いえ。
それで、うちの研究室にはいつ頃来られるのかな？
He wasn't kidding about that, huh?
勉強して少しでも早く行けるように頑張ります。その時は俺から連絡しても。
もちろん。 いつでも待っているからね。
He smiled as he took my hand and shook it. I was really glad to hear it. After meeting Amadeus, my desire to go to Victor Condria had only increased.
岡部さん、お礼を言わせて。
Thanks for letting me see you naked twice, Maho. I appreciate it. That was pretty good.
あなたがいなかったら、私は今頃命はなかったかもしれないわ。
大げさだな。
いいえ、本心よ。本当に感謝している。私もあなたのことを待っているから。
Every time I see a plank of wood, I will imagine you, Maho.
あ、君も研究を頑張ってくれ。
それで、Rintarou、事前に連絡しておいた通り、アメデウスのアクセス権は今日ここで 解除させてもらうことになるんだ。いいね。
はい。
Evidently, they couldn't leave me with access to Amadeus after they left the country. I was only supposed to test her during their stay here anyway.
クリスに最後に挨拶するかい？
そうですね。あ、じゃあ一言だけいいですか？
もちろん。
Frog! I tapped the icon for Amadeus.
何？私にもお別れの挨拶してくれるの？
Amadeus, 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 Amadeus. Oh, 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 Amadeus. Kurisu was expressionless for some reason.
まあな。必要なかったか？
私なんかよりも先に真帆先輩には挨拶したんでしょうね。
ちゃんとしたわよ。
Maho interjected before I could speak.
それならいいけど。
Kurisu was inside my screen. Was it a good thing that I'd spoken to her like this, or a bad thing? In the end, I knew I needed to forget about Kurisu Makise, but I couldn't. I couldn't escape from this
アク
curse.
セス権がなくなったら、もう会えなくなるな。
まあ、私の話し相手になってくれたことには多少は感謝してる。レスキネン教授の研究室に来る可能性はあるんでしょ？
It's like the movie Her. I've never... Is there a movie just called Her?
一応再会する時まであんたのことは覚えておいてあげる。
ツンデレ
Tsundere!
だな。
ツンデレ？何それ？知らない言葉を使わないで。
顔が
It's
赤いぞ。
pretty good? Huh. Never heard of it before.
照れてるわね。
クリスはシャイだね。
Chris wa shy dane, haha.
もう教授まで。
Kurisu is super cute.
元気でというのはちょっと違うな。あまりヒヤジョーさんのことをからかうなよ。
はいはい、言われなくても分かってるわよ。
それならいいんだ。
あんたがいつかそんな風に寂しそうに笑うんじゃなくて、心の底から笑える日が
Aww, this is so cute. I guess even an AI could see right through me. Kurisu Makise really was one hell of a woman.
それじゃ。
あ、
Kurisu disappeared from my screen. I turned to Dr. Leskinen and nodded, deleting the Amadeus icon from my screen.
アクセス権の解除は後でこちらで手続きしておくよ。テスターとして協力してくれてありがとう。
こちらこそありがとうございました。
I bow deeply to both Maho and Dr. Leskinen. As I watched their plane take off into the distance, I noticed that it felt like there was a hole in my heart. I clutched my phone tightly. Its connection to Amadeus was gone. Oh, perfect. Cliffhanging it right here, boys. Good timing.
かがりちゃん。
Not good timing at all, but I don't care. I'm playing this more tomorrow anyways, so it's fine. I'm playing more tomorrow, chat. I'm playing it more tomorrow. I'll start the stream with it. Okay? Deal? Deal. Deal.